I know this is not a thing. Whoever sent this to me, you know the crash out was gonna happen. No, blame this on 4 grams. Somebody say Brandon Buckingham. Um, Apparently he went off on me. This is the guy who did the whole YBC, the YBC duel thing. He says Akademiks is really a fat drunk pussy for running right to his little stream after Dill died to say I'm not for the culture. I'm not into hip hop and I'm voyeuristic. When his woman beating bald ass, I'm not bald. What the fuck? I got mad here. I got more hair than you. Sits on a computer all day and afraid to go in any hood anywhere. Stay inside and keep talking shit from the comfort of your home. We're both civilians and I have 10 times as hard as your bitch ass. Brandon Buckingham, let me address you real clear. I'm gonna tell you why you're voyeuristic about all this. Because everything you showcased, you didn't just showcase, you didn't go into Philly with a camera, no jump cuts, and just walk around. You made it the most entertaining coonery that we could possibly see that would jump off the page. Those moments of, yo, my op's right there. Like, that's what you wanted to show. Here's what I wanted to, you see when you say you're for the culture? You the last one. Let me tell you this. I'm the last nigga who interviewed PNB Rock. It fucked me up when he died. I was close with X and he died. Here's the thing. Since you shot a whole motherfucking documentary with him being so tough and you laughed while there's serious ramifications, go do the same at his funeral. If you got all the heart, go do the same at his funeral. Bring the camera, go to his funeral, and crack the same jokes. That's what I'm saying. I only spoke like that because I'm a man who did something. I did the war in Chirac, and I was a lot removed. I learned a lot as a man. And I'm not speaking as if I'm holier than thou, but I do understand the other side. The cameras don't come out at the funeral. You were laughing with the nigga. Oh, word, what? Like you were hyping it all up. You won't be at the funeral hyping it. Will you show him in the casket? You won't. All you do is run to another Philly rapper hoping that OT7 Quality call you that you could do the same thing. And then the whole city gonna try to kill him. What I'm trying to say is this. If your contributions, and I don't know you too well right now, you're coming off like Andrew Calla, whatever his name is. He asked me to do a thing on the war in Chirac. And I understand how y'all try to do this little white boy, I'm keep gonna call it voyeuristic. I'm gonna keep calling it voyeuristic. Because you know why you get to do that? There's no nigga that's in this damn culture. Me, Joe, Charlemagne, anybody who's black that could go in somebody's hood and do what we see Vice do and what you do. With no threat of our lives being endangered afterwards. I say that because what you do, I will not even conflate or get confused with somebody like rest in peace of Zach TV. What I see Zach TV did, and God rest his soul, I would never say that about Zach TV. Zach TV was really living it. I'm not saying I lived it with these niggas. Zach TV was really living it. He wasn't just like, well, I'm passing through. Zach TV was really out there. I see DJU in them. They're doing it. I see even 16 shot them. They're not showing up with and putting out a trumped up version of what real street beef is. I'm telling you this not because I want to beef with you, nigga, because you ain't nobody. Boy, you was cold as ice. The last time I seen you, you was flexing on camera talking about Sneeko, nigga. You was cold as ice, living in a 1-bedroom apartment. I looked on your channel today. You get millions of views. All your videos say you chilling with Crips, you chilling with this. Boy, my content, I'm glad I grew up past that. Because every time I used to do news videos and I had to report that nigga died, it didn't feel too good with me. It didn't feel too good with me. And that's the growth I had to do as a reporter and as a man. So like even with this Philly shit now, you know, YBC Dill wanted to do an interview with me. And I said, what are we talking about? I said, we talking about, you know, the Meek stuff, maybe people not giving you the chances, whatever. He wanted to diss his ops. I said, whoa, what's going on? Say, yo, I'm the biggest killer in Philly. I said, nah, I'm good. So all I'm trying to tell you, sir, you made an entertaining video. I want to see a video. Let me go back to your channel. I want to see a video like this at the funeral. I want to see this type of shit at the funeral. The same shit
Dozens
you did here.
Of young men are being rude.
You see, You see this? Will you put up a video of how they killed him? Because that's how you're getting these views, nigga. There's nothing wrong with you doing content. There's nothing wrong with you doing content. I'm giving you advice because I existed in a portion of this hip hop shit and watched it. I give advice to everybody. I give advice to Trap Lord Ross. I tell Trap Lord Ross, he's really delicate though. Like, you watch a 3-hour, 4-hour Trap Lord Ross video, he ain't gonna just be like, oh yeah, this guy was a serial killer and this is great. He tells you, yo, there's a lot of families that are grieving. This is not good, but this is the reality. But even then I tell Trap Lord Ross, I said, hey, you should look into, there's a lot of other stories that don't consist of killers. Like, you know, there's stories of executives and stories of people who have really, like, yo, the story of Lil Bibby is an amazing story. If y'all really want to get into it, like Lil Bibby, a nigga who literally was one of them niggas, Chirac Savage, bro, he's one of the biggest businessmen right now. That nigga signed Juice WRLD. That nigga is the guy. It would be interesting to see if, like, you know, some of the documentarians, and this is what I'm saying to you, Brandon Buckingham, the people, the new young, you see, I don't hate on young niggas covering hip-hop, but Brandon Buckingham, like, me and you in hip-hop can't even talk. Nigga, I'm numero uno, nigga, you're just a bum. You can't even talk to me, period. But I try to give advice for the people who, and by the way, it's not because you're white. That's another thing, too. It's not because you're white. No. We're in an era where the content we all put out, we're the new mainstream. So, you know, even when, say Adam does something wrong, I can't, what do you think, I'm going to put Adam's, you know, bend Adam over paws and spank him? No, like, I try to give him some advice, like, yeah, I might not agree with that. You think I'm like, when I'm texting Adam, like, yo, fuck you, Adam? Nah, I'd be like, Adam, I agree with that, but it's all good. Like, we're all learning. Like, I'm not perfect neither, but I try to just give advice. What I'm saying is this, Brandon Buckingham, Philadelphia is a war zone. I'm not blaming his death on you neither. Definitely not. Of course not. You didn't, of course not. I would never, they did that to me with Chicago. I'm trying to give you grace. What I'm trying to tell you is that when I watched your content, you did 30 minutes about this whole beef and you showed us everybody who got shot, all the gunshot wounds, and you had this look on your face the whole time. Like a gopher. Like, I get it. But what I want to implore you to do, add some humanity to it. Just add some humanity to it. That's one thing you'll realize. I don't know if hip-hop paid your bills. I don't know if hip-hop took you out of a certain situation. I don't know if hip-hop did. Hip-hop did all that for me and for everybody around me. So these days when I cover shit, even if some of this shit is really negative, you have to add some humanity to it. Not everything is jump cuts. I just want to say that to you. Not everything is jump cuts of ignorance. And you could hate me all you want, but the next time you go into one of these cities and grab OT7 Kwani, this is what you should do, my nigga. How about you go sit with his family for a second and not talk about crime and murder and just see who he is. Just see who he is. See how this murder rate is really affecting the people in the community. Just see how that is. Just balance it out. This is my personal opinion. You could say, fuck you, nigga, didn't you do Warren? Again, as I said, that's something I've learned. I've always said I did the Warren Chirac wrong. Because, you know, I started off trying to almost make it seem like on a satirical level, trying to make it seem ridiculous that these guys were doing it. But from the public's view, they didn't look at it and say, oh, this is bad. It looked just like glorification. Nigga, the first nickname I gave a nigga wasn't for him to be praised. It was for people to be like, yo, that's a problem. Instead, everybody loved it. So I understand, and I'm not mad at the content you niggas are doing. But I definitely want to say to you, you're being voyeuristic when you go through a city, you showcase all the violence, you have people, bro, y'all, listen, look at this video. You start out, right? You start out here, and by the time you're done, nigga, it's nighttime.
In 1969.
It's nighttime. Nigga, you hung with him for a whole day.
Right now.
You hung with him for a whole day, and not one thing that lacked, The one thing that contains some humanity of who he was, compassion, something that human. You know why everybody today is saying they don't give a fuck that this guy lost his life? Because this video is the video this video in the Adam video that characterized his whole existence. Oh, this is the heartless nigga that was digging up a grave. Oh, who cares? That's the only thing I'm saying. If you care about the people and you care about the culture, you're clearly profiting from it. There's nothing wrong with that. But just give a little bit of an ounce of the other side. A little bit of an ounce. Okay? Normalize something. Humanize people. That's it. And you can get mad at me all you want because, nigga, I don't need you. You one of them niggas who, again, you won't be mentioned in hip-hop in 4 or 5 years. When you find your next grift, when it's get back cool to covering the downfall of Mr. Beast, you be there. I could click on your page, nigga. This is what when I say voyeuristic, nigga, I guarantee when I start scrolling down, or like your videos just look more stupid and stupid. Your video, look at the title, harassing rich people at Harvard. You realize inside the weirdest hoods in Milwaukee, I took a gangster, like come on, bro. You even talk about dudes. You talk about these guys in these communities that you're making videos of like a white boy who's voyeuristic. No white dude who kicks it with niggas says, I took her gangster to. Nobody says that. Like, nobody says that. Nobody says that except a voyeuristic white boy. Oh, I took her gangster. I took this gangster I took him to my little sister's sweet 16. Like, what are you talking about? So when I say that to you, just remember where you came from. Okay? Look at these fucking videos. You went from videos of crying about Sneeko, the dark side of Sneeko. Bro, you have a video saying eating bugs with thigh escorts. You're a grifter. You would do anything. The thing is with the hip hop community and always with, you see, no matter what they say about Adam, and I was going to get on Adam's ass too. Adam noticed. When Adam was kind of telling me that he was about to pivot from hip hop into some alt-right shit, I'm like, nah, nigga. No, you ain't. Hip hop brought you here. No, you ain't. Fuck is you doing? That platform there is because black men and the culture of hip hop built that shit. Don't tell me you down to talk to the Richard Spencers and the weird motherfuckers. So when you come from talking about thigh escorts and talking about I'm in Thailand and whatever it is and all these goofy ass titles, to all of a sudden now you can't stop hanging out with all the niggas who want to kill each other. Yes, you seem voyeuristic. Voyeuristic. It's like me going to the jungles to watch the fucking wild animals and then going back home. It's different if I'm in the zoo every day with them niggas. Or at least I'm a caretaker of them like a fucking zookeeper. I think it's pretty easy to say. Nigga, you're in the videos throwing up gang signs. If that's not voyeuristic, what am I? You're in the videos throwing up gang signs. You're not a Crip. You're not a Crip. You're making a mockery of what they are. Why are you throwing up a gang sign? Why are you putting up a thumbs down? We don't see this behavior. I've seen you before because you used to be on Sneeko's dick. I've seen you before, my nigga. You were just an obsessed little white boy. You weren't into hip-hop like that. So what I'm saying is when you come into hip-hop and a nigga like me give you some constructive criticism, boy, shut your fucking ass up, nigga, and listen. You and Andrew Callahan or whatever y'all name is. And this is coming from the nigga who took every arrow for all you fuck niggas. For every nigga right now that be doing videos on beefing and whatever, I took them arrows. I went on Clubhouse multiple times defending with. This is why niggas like which by the way, I think he does it right. Like Traplo Ross, it's an easier path for what he does. Nigga, I took them arrows. Because covering hip hop in a certain way, when people come from those communities, they have questions. And I could have just said, oh yeah, you niggas is pussies. That's what you're saying to me. But I look to understand them. All right, let me see what y'all are saying. Let me see how I could make it something that, And it went to the point I said, bro, I definitely made a mistake with the war in Chirac. I didn't cover it right. Somebody said, nah, Ak, you can't speak on it just because you stopped. That's the exact reason why I could speak on it. That's the exact reason I could speak on it. Because when I did the war in Iraq, people said, Ak, we believe that your coverage was responsible for people dying. I'm still not here saying Brandon Buckingham. I don't care. Traplo Russell. I don't think none of these guys are responsible for people dying. But if you only listen with just trying to get your way out of it and be like, nigga, war in Iraq can't kill nobody. Fuck out of here. You're going to miss the point. And the overall point that everybody from Chicago, and I agree, they made to me was, Ak, you did cover Chicago, and the tone seemingly was like it wasn't someone that was even culturally involved. It felt like you were someone just almost shining the light to poke a fun without having any constructive side of it. And there are people, you know, I'm pretty sure YBC Dull's family were happy when the video came out. And I'm pretty sure the dad is probably thinking today, like, I wonder if that played a part. I don't think it played a part. I would never say this guy was responsible for murder. I think that's so crazy. So my criticism to him is that, brother, we're all making content. You should keep making content. And if this is the content, I think you're a grifter. Just because I really don't think that you would cover hip hop if it's not profitable. I think anybody's a grifter who comes in hip hop. Put it like this: I have 15 years of me covering hip hop. When you little weirdos went to the left and started doing this other shit, yo, let's start debating about Jews. I didn't jump over there with you niggas. I left you bitch ass niggas over there. When you bitch ass niggas wanted to go do some other shit, I didn't go over there with y'all. 15 years, ups and downs, I'm here. That's one of the problems. You're voyeuristic, because voyeuristic means you're just there to kind of see it and you go back to wherever your original culture is. Fine. If you want to say this is your last grift and you're going to stay in hip hop, cool. But here's my only advice to you. And again, man, you a little nigga in the game. I don't even know. Boy, don't ever mention me again like that. Here's my